What's up, my people, and welcome back to another tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'll be taking you guys through the process of cutting a senator top. It's going to be a very simple tutorial. I've did a lot of tutorial on this, and I still keep getting people asking me to make a tutorial on this. So I might do this as much as possible because it's something that I do on a daily basis. So first and foremost, what I'm going to be doing is to fold my fabric. I'm folding my fabric based on the wideness of my chest or the wider part of the body. Whether the tummy is the wider part when you measure it or the chest, you cut it according to that. So basically, if you have your chest at 40, you're going to divide that by 4. So what I'm folding right here is my chest divided by 4. So whatever you have as your chest measurement, that's what you're going to be applying here. So if your chest is 50, you're going to divide it by 4. If it's 60, you divide it by 4. Do you understand? So here on my measurement, based on my measurement, my chest divided by 4 is what I'm going to be using to fold this fabric, right? It's basically very simple. So here I'm going to be having a total wideness of 15 inches. So if I said I have 15 inches, that's 15 times 4. That's going to give you 60, right? That's 15 in 4 places. That's going to be 60. So the total wideness of this chest is 60. Sorry, okay, another math. The total wideness of this shirt is actually 58, but I added an extra 2 inches for that for sewing allowance. So in total, I will be having 15 as my folding allowance. Also, I'm going to apply my length measurement to the body. I'm going to apply my length measurement, and length here is going to be 32. I'm going to add an extra 1 inch to that to make it 33 inches. You can see I'll add an extra 1 inch to that. So that's for the length. So while I cut my shoulder and I had the sewing allowance, the length won't be like too short or too small. That's why I had an extra 1 inch to that. You can see that. I'm going to mark that here as well, and I'm going to connect it together. I hope you guys understand. If there's any question, you can drop it in the comment section right below. So I'm going to connect that together, and I'm simply going to cut it out. So you can see right here, just cut it out. So after cutting it out, I'm going to cut out another pattern, just exactly that same wideness based on our chest wideness, which is going to be for the back panel. You can see that. And I'm going to simply align it on top of the fabric. You can see, just layer it on top of the fabric. You can see that. And to that, I'm going to add an extra 4 inch to the back, 4 inches to the back. That's for the folding allowance on the back and the overlap itself and the shoulder overlap. Folding allowance and shoulder overlap. You can see that. And I'm going to simply connect that part together. You can see. After connecting that part together, I'll simply cut it out. And I'm going to slant my shoulder. Make sure it's aligned very well. Make sure it's straight. You can see that. Make sure it's straight. And I'm going to cut it out. So all you basically have to do is just to like cut it out. But secondly, I'm going to slant my shoulder. I'll be slanting the shoulder here by 4 inches. And once I have the slant, I'm going to simply connect the shoulder to the tip of the neckline. You can see what I'm doing. It's glaring. You can follow this step by step and get exactly the same result. You getting? So connect that together. That's our shoulder slope. And I'm going to simply cut that out. You can see that. You can see what I have. Basically simple. Just follow it step by step. So once I cut this out, I'm going to simply drag the the top, which is the front panel. I'm going to drag the front panel closer to the back. Let me trim these edges also. Let me trim out the edges. Let me trim out the edges. And once I trim out the edges, I'm going to pull down the front panel. I'm going to straighten the front panel so that I can do my shoulder overlap. You can see that. So I'm just going to drag this down a bit. Just follow this step by step. You can see. And I'm going to overlap the shoulder just like so. You can see what I did. And once I overlap the shoulder, I'm going to measure the shoulder length. The total overlap that you're going to do here shouldn't be more than half of an inch. Maximum that is going to the back panel is going to overlap the shoulder half of an inch. And I went to iron it to flatten it down. So the next thing is going to be my shoulder measurement. That's shoulder to shoulder. So whatsoever your shoulder is, you divide it by 2, right? So if the shoulder is 20, you divide it by 2, which will give you 10. If it's 19, you divide it by 2, which will give you 8.3, 8 3/4 of an inch. You see, then you mark whatsoever you divided, your shoulder divided by 2 will give you that. Then I'm going to add an actual half of an inch to the front for the sewing allowance. That's why I have 2 marks on the shoulder joint. So my shoulder divided by 2 also is what I'm going to be using for the armhole depth. Shoulder divided by 2, and I'm still going to divide that by 2 as well. So that part that I divided by 2 is going to go inside of the shoulder by 1 inch, I mean, from here. I'm going to get the center line here as well. And I'm going to mark that part. So that part now, I went inside by 1 inch. So from that 1 inch, that's where I'm going to make my curve. So I can use this as my armhole curve. Or I can basically just use my hand to just draw a curve at that edge. It's very, very simple. Just like
Basically,
so.
whether you have this instrument to do your armhole cuff or you don't, you can basically just use your hand as your guide. It's very, very simple. You can start your connection from here all the way to this point, then you make your cuff just like so. So even if you have a free hand, you can simply use your free hand to do the marking. You can see what I did. So even if you put your armhole cuff at that point, you can see what I have. That's how the armhole is going to be. So once I have that, I'm going to still simply mark my chest. So now your actual chest minus your sewing allowance here, that's where you're going to basically apply it. If your chest is 40 divided by 4, okay, let me mark out my neck first. Sorry. I do 2.5 wideness at the top and 4 inches depth, 4.5 depth below. That's my neck circumference. I have an in-depth tutorial on how to mark a neck, the formula to get that. You can check my channel in order to watch a video on how to cut a neck line. Simple. So here, divide your chest by 4 and simply apply it directly right here. You can see. Divide your chest by 4 and apply it. Then you still apply your sewing allowance. So below, I'm going to remove half of an inch from there for the tummy. You can see, and down here as well, I'm going to increase that by half of an inch. So I'm going to have my shaped side of the kaftan. You can see that. The same size as chest is what I'm going to apply here. You can see that. So I can simply make a curve. You see what I have here. That's the connection between the two tops. So my sewing allowance, you can see you can add as much sewing allowance as you want. So from here, I'll connect that together. And I'll also connect it here. You can see that. Then I'll make a marking. That's the curve. So basically, you can simply stitch. You can simply cut them out exactly as you want it. You can simply cut it out. So now you can measure your exact length, the exact length that you want eventually. You can simply measure it and have your exact length measurements there. So the next thing is to simply cut it out. So just follow up with the process of cutting, and that is how to cut a basic bodice for senator. It's very, very, very simple. So you can see, just cut out the neckline just like so. See what I have? Very, very simple. Then I cut out my shoulder all the way here. Then I cut out the sideline just like this. So this is my complete kaftan. It's very, very simple as A, B, and C. So that will be about it. So now to cut a simple kaftan. If you love the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I will see you on the next one. Do have a lovely rest of your day. Peace. Bye bye.